love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check it to 10. Hey.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll, and we are underway in Southern California. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 60 outlaw. Snap.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58, right. Hey, lock it.
Mike, 58, right there.
Clock now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep down, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Chargers nothing.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready. Flag. Mike, 54.
Check out. Check it.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in. Complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Noah Fant, his first NFL reception, goes for 6 as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler, space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
58, 58, Mike. Here we go, D. Safe.
Chopper!
Shit.
Bravo!
Throwing again on second down. Lock. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jameis to throw it. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Dobbins, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Ready? 25. 30. I got it. Hey, one set. Check, Mike. Hot set. 54. Let him go.
Winston now to throw on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Winston now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 29.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Single. Going to 88. They're going to 88. Now watch
13. Colts 7.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw. We own it. We own it. Check 3. Look, squeeze.
On second down, here's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Ready? Flag! What is that?
Like 5-4. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On second and 11 now, Winston. This is the tight end Fant. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Block off of play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Williams. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
58.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, team six. Fire.
Here's Locke to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
218, chop. Roll out. Get it.
On third and long, it's Locke. It's complete to Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 30.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Winston. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Mike, ready. White 25. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the red zone now, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 12 more yards there and another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
White. Watch out. Easy. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
mark, 25.
Gives it 15. Check mark 15. Bandit. Bandit.
On third down, Dobbins, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Locke. And he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to... the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo.
65, 65.
Topper, Topper.
Lock now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mike Williams, 29 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That one, 28 yards on the ground. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you. I got you. Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Door.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And that That'll be incomplete.
Launch pass. Throwaway and incomplete. It's third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch twist.
Go. 10. Fight.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready, go.
Lock going to go on 4th down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Jameis now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. White 25.
54. Mike, 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
He gets it to Brown, complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Winston now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Winston now. Got him in. It's Brown. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
At the 6-yard line.
Ready.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Ready. Black. What is that?
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Let's go.
Now Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
58 for Mike, 58.
Rock it. You remember me? Hey, wahoo!
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch left. He's touching.
Locke working out of the gun. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Slam. Hey, lock it. Let's go. Get set.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the pass.
6-6. Pull it high.
Hey, turn it up.
Leo.
You got time.
Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Locke going to throw, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Winston. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. This to McLaurin out on the left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Winston. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A big spot now for the rookie lock. He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Gordon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. This is Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now on second and 16. Lock. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's back to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now Gordon on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Stop your body.
Hey, exit.
Lock to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Set. 50. Plant.
Right 58, right there. All day.
Head up.
Now Lock. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Mike Gesicki. Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Lock. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.